Andy, and he's right, it is. So, switched you over, Todd. Do you like this better? Hello, everybody. Guess what? It is train time. Let's get ready.
Has a clear signal at North Dalton and Hares out on main 1, and SPR is out.
Here comes Elvis. Told you so. Anybody know the train number? Shout it out.
Atlanta 50R. On the 50R, over.
Look, an old Southern car. How cool is that?
On 50R, over.
And a CSX truck just pulled up. Right there. Hello, everyone. Good to see y'all. All right, Lucas is telling me 286. Just got a new crew on board. Thanks, Lucas. And it looks like BNSF 680 leading has a Canadian 100 locomotive on it. Coming our way. Just trying to catch up with everything. Job 1 has been busy today, y'all. Sorry, thought I heard a train horn. Just trying to check out everything. Trying to get caught up with everybody. Hello, everyone. Good to see you guys. Man, it's been what? Woo! Other than it's been a hot minute since I saw y'all last. Let me get you turned on here. You guys fill me in. What's new? Where's everybody at? Let me see who all's on, by the way. Billy, if you're on, the doctor this morning told me I need to drink more water. I thought, well, thanks, Doc. I'll tell Billy so he knows too. We could do that together. Hey, we got another horn coming southbound. And right now, we're all red. Woo, y'all, a whole bunch of you on. Hello, Todd. Hello, Mama Bear. Hello, Lena. Good to see you. I'll catch up with the chat. Hello, Nate. Nate's letting us know the CN100 anniversary unit just past Appleton coming south. Thank you, Nate. Lucas has got an eye on everything. I'll catch back up. Let's see if there's anyone else to say hi to real quick, and then we're going to switch back. Hello, Dirk. How are you? Good to see you. Like I said, I'll catch back up. Hello, Tony, on the chat here in a moment. Let's see what's rolling this way before we've got likes. So I'll get back to the chat here in a moment. Here, let's get back trackside, you guys.
See dispatch Jacksonville calling up. Evans, over.
Now, we are currently all red facing south, but we do have horn just north of us. All right, we've got an amber. We have an amber on the NS line. So he is literally at our doorstep. Let's see if they elevate him up to green or if he comes through on that amber knowing he's got traffic in front of him. All right, looks like they're bringing him through on an amber. Let's see if we can get a horn salute as fantastic as our last one. Man, that one was great. Wind is strong today. Oh. All right, you guys, get ready. There it is, our Canadian National Unit. Look, one of his number boards is gone. Eagle forever. loaded with new cars. There's somebody that was tall with a paintbrush. What y'all see up there? That's right, Eyeball Green on CSX. Hey again, everybody. All right. Thank you, everybody, for the heads ups and the notes and everything. All right, let me just swing on back. I know we said hi real quick. It's good to see everybody. It's been what? Oh, coming up on a week since I saw you guys last. We finished with a huge day. We had Big Orange the last time on that MOW locomotive and train. And Lucas is sending us a super long coal train, I believe, next on the CSX line. Anybody know your train numbers that's going by, or shout out the powers? Please be part of the day, be part of the channel, be part of the live, and part of the show. So shout out the power, shout out the train. Did y'all see the Southern car? Anything that y'all see that's exciting, throw it out there so we can all see it. If you haven't subscribed before, now's the time to do so you can read the chat. I think Lucas and Alan and everybody are all hanging out up at 23rd Street. For those of you first time with us, yes, we are in Dalton, Georgia tonight. Looks like Mama Bear was on first today. Right behind came Leanne with the Old Dixie Depot. If y'all haven't seen it, let's see, on Facebook, Old Dixie Depot. And Leanne, correct me if I get any of this wrong. Check it out. She posted progress on the railroad bed and breakfast that's coming to just outside of Chattanooga. And you will get to see Leanne painting. Now, I watched, and I wasn't sure who had more paint. That cool restored caboose or Leanne. But I'll let you all figure that out. But make sure you subscribe and check out Leanne and William's place coming up, where we can all go hang out for a campfire just outside of Chattanooga sometime later this year. Great, great place. Mama Bear, I'm glad to hear your progress is fantastic. That is good news. That must have been one potent shot you got. I'm glad that you're doing better. Todd and Lucas both said we should have a pretty good parade. I hope everybody had a better 4th than Mama Bear, and that everybody had just an incredible time celebrating our country's 250th birthday. Nate, it would be cool to catch the Katy. The only problem is, once the sun goes down, it's pretty hard to see stuff here. So we're going to depend on Alan and Lucas and everybody up there to keep us posted. Apparently it's still there at 23rd Street as its new crew, but it's waiting on another train. So we're just going to have to see how the timing goes to see if we can catch the Katy. So everybody keep us up to date. Mama Bear getting her a new apartment in Trenton. Good job, you guys. Chattanooga area rail fanner Nate said to tell you thank you for that heads up on the 100th. Lucas said M585 is currently working over at Lookout at Waxahachie. And Todd, what was loud? The train, the horn, or me? And yes, we had a dash 9 liter on that last train. 2 fantastic sets of horn salutes. Dirk, I hope everything is fantastic with you as well. Looks like Nate and Alan and Lucas are all at 23rd Street, waiting for him to move. Crew swap in progress. CSX Cole and BNSF with CN100 headed our way. Thanks, Andy and Todd. We just caught the 100th. Todd, that is correct. He does have a hat like me. 29F passing Cohata. Hey, let's get back to the CSX train. I'll catch back up.
Down there.
Tubby, our favorite ghost. Wow, there's a bunch of tubbies. Little ones and big ones.
Hey, before I give up Emerson, I just want to make sure you're through with it. Well, let me talk to the rail pickup guy. I am pretty sure he's out there, so let me make sure. That's just been talking on the phone. That's about done with it. All right, I'll let you know. The rail pickup, they're on the way. All right, I'm going to get that up there. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, hi again, everybody. One coal train down and gone. Well, looks like Nate is trackside. Lucas has a CSX W200 running northbound to Waxahachie. Nate's asking, where's 286? All right, Lucas has eyes on 286, so he'll keep us posted. Nate, he'll let us know. That's not going to slip by him. Hello, William. Good to see you. Well, congratulations, Tony. Interview tomorrow for Hobby Lobby. Congratulations. Good luck. Uh-oh. Lucas has lost his mind. Y'all need to help him. Oh, no. Wow, he's got some great pictures he's seeing at his end. He's got enough action going on at 23rd Street. He could be selling tickets. Lucas, who's going to get through all that first? Man, that is an awesome, awesome picture, Lucas.
No, I can't. I'll let you know.
And our coal train that just went by, I believe, is C305. Thanks, Alan. So our coal train heading south, C305. And they say the temperature is 90 degrees in Gainesville, Georgia. Wonder what the temperature is in Dalton, Georgia. Let's check that out while we're here. What time's your interview tomorrow, Tony? And we are currently at 88 degrees, a double 8 degrees. We are currently red on the southbounds. Our CSX truck still sitting over on the other side. Not sure where everybody went off to. We have some CSX cars sitting on the siding. And if you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, please do. It's a major help to the channel. And if you've not subscribed yet, now's the time so you can read all the comments and keep up with everybody and what everybody's up to and what's going on and all the cool stuff with all the cool kids. Tony's got his fingers crossed for tomorrow. Tara had a fantastic birthday week. She caught one of everything. 29F looks like he's going to be our next train down, Todd thinks. He was past Cohutta. And NS is working the diamond at 23rd, so NS should go first. And our coal train that just went by, correction, was C905. C905. Tony's interview tomorrow is at 10 a.m. And 365 has passed 23rd Street. 365 has passed 23rd Street. So at this point, everybody, it is a race against darkness on whether or not the Katy gets here in time. And for those of you wondering, yes, we had a fantastic trip. Just fantastic. Couldn't have been any better if I tried to make it better. Amtrak ran a little late, but you know what? That's just part of it. When it's in the 90s up to 100 and traffic's busy, but they did a fantastic job of keeping us updated and letting us know where and what the status was on when our train was coming. Let's flip back.
CSX, dispatcher Jacksonville calling C90505. Are you south of the Dalton ramp 0W6.4 over?
Come on, they're ready for you.
I know, so I gotta hold you to recite for a little bit over.
C905 is going to get held at Resaca. And 29F just got cleared by CT, which means CSX has told them they're good to go.
Anything on your tab, Jeremy, working?
Well, there's that high ball green for 29F that we were talking about. Hello, MDP. Good to see you on tonight. Well, Tara, I guess the birthday week is over and you are back. 21,000 steps, 10.98 miles. Well, we are cleaning house tonight. On our Horn Salutes, that sign is doing fantastically well. So while I've been gone, what all have y'all seen? Who did what for the 4th? Y'all fill me in. How was your 4th?
Heroes are dirt coming ahead. Whoa. A lot better than they did before.
Little train discussion there. Well, Tara spent her holiday weekend at work.
Honda backing up. 12. A couple.
Well, the Katy is about to move, you guys, leaving 23rd Street. Thank you, Lucas. While we wait on the approach of 29F. Well, look at all that money you have saved up, Tara, to go to Myrtle Beach. Yeah, Mama Bear, you have really been struggling with that whole get better thing. We got to give you instructions how to get better. As you can see, Highball Green, Atlanta North District, closest to us, the W&A subline. And as you can see on that car, VegCare, VEGCARE, with, I don't know, you tell me, it looks like a couple guys with antennas coming out the side of their head. Reminds me of, what was that show? Oh, what a puny horn. You heard him. 29F, clear North Dalton. Well, we got a wave.
Clear, taking the head. Nice track. Really?
Sea freight. We don't see that very often. Don't know if those are still Walmart containers or they've demarked them and you just have the image left. There they are, the famous UPS trucks that make this one high priority train. 29F rolling through Dalton with the UPS trailers. A little itty bitty metro trailer. Bet you it's nice and cool in those containers. The green light on, the reefer is chilled.
Backing up 7, releasing the 3. This way.
And there's the Tiger Cool Express. That's kind of cool there for that last one. A Tiger Cool
Clear wall, no, 1 track up.
Express. And CSX has a end loader here, it looks like. Not sure what they're doing over there, but they're playing with the adult toys. Big yellow bucket. Here, a couple of the crossings are going to be closed this week here in Dalton. Matter of fact, all right, Lucas said the Katy is officially past 23rd Street and rolling south at 8:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looks like they're leveling out over there. Second back, the Katy on 286. Thank you, Lucas. You're doing a fine job keeping track of him today. And those crossings that are going to be closed this Thursday coming up, which I think today is the 9th, so that's tomorrow the 10th. Morris Street and Emery Street. Morris Street and Emery Street are going to be closed at the crossings tomorrow. And today's July 8th of 2026. So tomorrow, July 9th, 2026, CSX is going to be working on those two crossings. There's an incredibly nice breeze. They're smoothing out the groundwork over there with that Case tractor. Todd, you better take cover. See, that's why I have y'all keep me straight. When I thought it was the 9th, y'all said, no, Mike, it's the 8th. January Rail Fanner, unfortunately, I do believe you are correct. Todd, tell me it's not so. And yes, January Rail Fanner, I agree. That's probably exactly what's going to happen. But they are definitely working on smoothing out everything over there on the other side of these trains. There's siding cars here for CSX.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Tony's got rain in Deckard. We'll keep it there, Tony, because we got a very, very nice evening out here. At 87 degrees, a beautiful breeze. Oh, just a perfect, perfect night for William and Leanne to be painting and for us to be hanging out here. Right now, all red on the southbound CSX W&A sub and the Atlanta North District and S line as our tractor goes back and forth, leveling out over there. Mama Bear, I can swing around and show you the sunset, but there is no sunset. Looks like the cloud cover has it all covered over. Now that everybody's going south, wonder if we've got any northbounders coming. And for those of you watching those two red lights to the very right, the red is not flashing, it's the tree going back and forth in the wind. Mama Bear says it's only 82 degrees in Lookout Valley. That's incredible. Hi, Anne-Marie. How are you? Good to see you tonight. How's the temperature up your way, Anne-Marie? Calhoun, Georgia. Our 100th anniversary train. Hi, you.
You may not, you may know already, but there's at Phelps, there's northbound ENS mixed freight sitting there on black engines. 3, all in the 4000 series. I know.
You know how to raise the excitement level, don't you?
I know. But it's sitting there.
Well, tell it to come home.
We've been down at Phelps shooting.
Did you catch the CN100?
Well, barely. That one slipped up on us. We went on the opposite side of the sun, on the east side of the tracks, and then it come, so we just got what we got.
Well, Katie just left 23rd Street, but it'll be
Dark.
dark at 10 o'clock probably by the time it gets here.
We thought we were going to Chattanooga.
Right now, all the traffic's going southbound, so it's not a whole lot in front of him, but still, it's an hour and a half because you gotta get around. They're leveling out over there.
Oh, okay.
It's a CSX tractor, and there's the guy that's driving it, and they've just been grading it back, smoothing it all out.
Probably
And then
cleaning up the trash down there.
they're closing
Probably.
they're closing the Morris Street and Emery Street crossings tomorrow.
Oh. Interesting.
The Dalton Police Department says. There's MOW train equipment sitting in Ringo.
I was just going to stop by around and you said, is there anything coming north? So I thought we'd stop by and say, hey, and tell you the good news. Something real exciting coming north.
That has just been going back and forth. Anything new in your world you haven't before?
Yeah,
Awesome.
we had the spell there for a couple of weeks where we were sick, and then we kind of got over that and come along. I had to get forward. Anyway, how about you?
Had a fantastic Amtrak plane way late. We had a fantastic trip.
Oh, did y'all take a ride?
Yeah, we went to Mississippi, Louisiana, over to Jackson, over to Vicksburg, down Natchez Trail or Trace, down to Natchez. Totally non-scheduled. Where we were is where we were. So we weren't late. We missed the fireworks in Vicksburg because they did them early because a storm, a massive storm was coming. So we missed the fireworks that we went to. It was the whole purpose to go see, but we watched the 250 on TV. And, but we just had a fantastic time. The most peaceful vacation I can remember having. It was just phenomenal. Last night's the best I've slept. 10 years. It's just so peaceful, but it only takes about 1 hour to job. Ruin all reality. It just, but it pays the bills.
That turned green.
Hey everybody, Andy's here, and he said to tell y'all hi. They've been hanging out a little south of us. He said we have a northbound sitting down at Phelps. Not sure what he's waiting on unless he's just tired, because we currently are all red. They've put the tractor up for the night, it would appear. Guess he's had enough fun playing on the tractor. Go on to the next project with his cool yellow hat on. Take care. And he's back in his truck. Katie is rolling for those of you who just tuned in. Our scanner's on. We kind of hear what's going on. Lights to the right, red over red, is the CSX W&A line. The red over red over red, NS. Atlanta North District line. And the cars to the left on the CSX siding. Haven't heard much out of L808. That could be them on the scanner working down there. And our northbounder just got his green. So, NS, northbound, highball green on the Atlanta North District.
CSX dispatch, CS vehicle over. Well, back off and then you want me to whack it?
The painting party is Saturday or Sunday this week, y'all.
Kind of muffled, 3 steps or stretcher?
Wham, I just don't understand when you throw a painting party, why there's only 2 of you that show up. That's not right. Well, hello, Billy. How are you doing? We talked about you a little while ago. Yes, I watched that video. She was painting like a pro. Leanne, you did fantastic work. Tara, how was Toy Story 5? Did you like it?
Upright, really taking it all the way out.
Billy, I hope you had a fantastic 4th. Anne Marie, I hope you did too as we wait for our northbound on approach. Here it's just a beautiful evening. Couldn't ask for a better night if we ordered it. That was our northbound NS train. Anybody catch that number? Leanne, what time does the painting party start? Sorry, there I was setting up a second camera on the side. Got you all a little motion there, my apologies. NS, northbound. Anybody catch that train number? And William, she got hers for free, didn't she? Ooh, early, 7 a.m. Ooh, that's a little early for me to get there and watch. Oh, 7 a.m.? What does that time of the day look like? William, it sounds like you think there's a rumor we're going to have rain this weekend.
Clear back in up 18, 12. Clear here. Bound 368 out.
I believe he said 358. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Clear. Dark northbound 368 out.
We got glowage. ES44AC on 8019.
Four. Thanks, sir. AC dispatch, extra loud. In the way.
Well, we just talked about not hearing from L808, and he's down there working, as we just heard. RES unit, door on the right. Whole bunch of sausages there, Tony. A whole bunch. I just sitting over here talking to myself there for a moment. My apologies. Whole bunch of sausages there, Tony.
Alright, you're in the clear line to
NS 8019, door on the right. The Katy has stopped again. Todd, I think it was a CSX northbound because he was wanting to know if he could get out of the way in that time period. So yeah, the Katy will be here well after 10 o'clock. Once you all see it go past TVRM cam, if he has no delays, you can figure pretty much an hour to where we are once he goes past the TVRM cam. But again, that's if he has no delays. We know for sure he's facing one northbound that we just had go past.
3 more, 3-step.
Nate, he will be through tonight because he got a fresh crew. Lucas watched the fresh crew get on board along with Alan and everybody else. So he has a new crew on. He will not be tying down. He will roll through town. So if y'all want to see him, come on down to Dalton. Go to the Dalton Depot. You have plenty of light there. And y'all can catch him there.
Clear backing up 13 on stop.
And that's L808, I do believe that we're listening to. Doing a little switching down there. We are going to wind down at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because as y'all know, when it gets dark here,
At this spot, there are no lights. And currently, we are red on the northbounds and red on the southbounds. I'll let you all watch them with me as we listen to the scanner. Let's hear if we hear anything exciting come up on the scanner. Congratulations to all of you that caught the Katy tonight up at 23rd Street. Best of the Rail Show. Be back in 2 weeks. Let's see if I was looking at a calendar. Hi there, everybody. Well, July 8th, 2026, another fun time. Trackside Live tonight with all of you. It's good to be back. Like I said, we've been traveling the roads, riding on Amtrak. And while they were late, it happens when the temperatures are 100. There's restrictions, rail concerns. They're worried about our safety. That works for me. But the train crew was phenomenal. Everybody was super nice. Our roomette was spick and span clean. Our steward was just phenomenal. Philip on our trip going down on the Crescent, train 19. What a fine gentleman. I got to tell him, hats off to him. He was just spot on. And then once we made it to, we ended up with lunch and dinner on the train. And the lady in the dining car, just incredibly amazing service and attention to detail. So even though we got in late, you know, Danny and I just had a wonderful time on board the Crescent this past weekend, 4th of July weekend. And then we had a great time in historic Vicksburg. Just everything was just picture perfect. And our ride back on Amtrak, again, was a little delayed, but it's just an escape from reality. You just ride the rails. It's like staying in Leanne's and Williams' cabooses when the time comes. You're just gonna sit back and just feel the history in those historic cabooses that they're working so hard to get ready. And if you haven't checked it out yet, YouTube, Old Dixie Depot. Make sure you subscribe. Watch the painting in progress where Leanne got free highlights in her hair this past week. But she did a great job on that video. Good job, hats off. As you all know, Casey and Kayla are traveling in England, throughout England, so no best of the rails, but don't continue to send your selections in. If you would, be a little selective, because obviously we can't do 500 submissions in one night once Casey's back. And if anybody's got anything they want to add or ask, weather permitting, we'll be back live tomorrow, just like normal all over again. Mrs. S and I do have another trip planned coming up a couple weeks from today, as a matter of fact. Mississippi wasn't hot enough for us, so we're going to go to Florida, Central Florida, just to see how hot it really gets in the different parts of the country. Catching up on the well, hello, Ray. Yes, when we first got on, I was a little concerned if I could remember how to do everything. But thanks to your incredible tutelage and watching over, everything is A-OK. The little green things are going up like they're supposed to on the monitor that I'm watching for the mixing board, and the top output's going across, not hitting red, and we've switched channels, and we had a lot of wind noise, so Todd said we needed to go -10 on the mic, and we did. And as far as I know, Todd's been happy with X6. It was really great to see everybody. Tony's got a new job interview in the morning, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Mama Bear and Colt, Kid Outdoor, new apartment coming up over south of Waxahachie. So it's been great, and it sounds like everyone had a fantastic 4th of July. And Tara worked, so she cleaned up on the checkbook collection. And as Tony said, And I tell you what, I couldn't have said it any better. And if you haven't subscribed, now is the time to do so. If you have not subscribed, now is the time. And the reason being, Tony says, tell your friends, family, neighbors, etc. to watch Rail Moments and have them hit those like buttons so Mike can hit 3,000 subscribers. We're really close. So we're rounding up to 3,000 and working on a goal of 10 by the end of this year would just make me just incredibly happy. So if everybody reaches out, and like I said, once you subscribe after your first time, 5 minutes later, you can chat with us, shout out the power, whatever you see, all kinds of cool things. Just be part of the show. And for those of you that watch this in the future, this is a live production, no editing. When we're done, it goes straight to the Trackside Live Library on YouTube for the channel of Rail Moments. So for those of you that watch this in the future, make sure you leave us a comment. Have you ever rail fanned here? We are between the old passenger depot, the old freight depot. We can see northbound, southbound signals. So we've got the siding. So far, L808 has not come out. It doesn't sound like he's going to before we leave. CSX crews did a little grading over there on the other side of their siding. And all is kind of quiet. Let's see, catch up with y'all's notes. Todd has a southbound NS passing Cohutta. Todd says it's a manifest. Oh boy. Todd said that Union Pacific is in certain areas painting rails with white paint to reduce heat issues. Very interesting. They painting the sides or the tops or both? Todd? Oh, Tony, I didn't know that. Tony just put that Vicksburg, Mississippi is widely considered one of the most haunted cities in the South. Tony's going to let us know tomorrow. We plan to be live again tomorrow, on tomorrow, the Thursday night show. Haven't seen the weather, so if anybody knows the weather, feel free to let us know. Watching the signals here, we have just enough light. We can squeeze one more in. So, Todd, I'm going to kind of keep an eye on, and we'll try and see if we get a green before we finish up. I said we have enough light, we could do one more, it looks like. Anybody got any newsy? Anything newsy? Share it. Not sure what the progress is on the Katy, if it's past Coffee's Cliff. Last I heard, somebody wrote that it had stopped once they got rolling. And I guess, Tony, it's because they were all up in the caves. We drove through the Vicksburg Military Park. It was just beautifully manicured and upkept. And then we went to the USS Cairo and went through that. That's really cool to do. Well, so we had a great time. Mississippi River was really rolling. We went and watched. We was hoping to catch a train coming across there along the interstate, but we didn't get one. We did do a short, or I shouldn't say a short, but a post where we caught 3 older KCS locomotives working on a train. So check that post out. Gonna roll you all back. Let's see if we get that green. In time, because we are at our deadline time, but like I said, we got just enough light. If we could get that train in here pretty quick, we'd be all right. We could squeeze one more in. Special thanks to Lucas and everybody for all the updates while they're up there at 23rd Street tonight. Tony, I'll try and watch the bird cam after the sale part's done tomorrow. And you let us know on the bird cam how things went. Anne Marie, thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate that. It's good to see you again. So they paint both sides of each rail, huh, Todd? 88 for a high and a 33% chance of rain tomorrow. So let's hope the 33% is midday after the sale and before the show. Lucas?
DC dispatch call CS, pick a DC dispatch call CS, pick over.
Hear the cicadas off in the distance. Haven't heard the roosters in a while that we normally hear in downtown Dalton on the other side of the track. Well, Todd, if he went by that long ago, he ought to be rolling in here any second. But he needs to hurry, or we're going to be watching him by candlelight. Well, if they had a chicken feast for the 4th of July, that would explain why we do not hear the crowing chickens. We'll have to go back and listen to previous videos to remember our chicken friend. Actually, there were multiple. They used to crow big time in the evenings. Well, everybody, we're going to give it till 9:25, 9:25 Eastern Standard Time. And if we don't have our southbound by then, we are going to go home, see Mrs. S, and get ready for sale day at job number 1 tomorrow. A non-stop energy charged event that starts early in the morning and rock and roll. Where millions of dollars will change hands tomorrow. at my cool job number 1. And if y'all weren't reading the chat, Lucas has had an amazing day. Hung out at the cliff. He caught all kinds of stuff today. And then he moved up to 23rd Street where they got to see the Katy tonight. Before it rolls into Under the Cover of Darkness. And our gentlemen across the way that we're working, one of them backing up, as you can hear. Well, as you can see, red over red on the CSX line. That's the WNA subline. There on the right, and that track closest to us. Red over red on the Atlanta North District line, the second track over, going right to left. And then CSX is a siding there, as you see the rail cars. L808 might come up later and pick those up, push them back down, where we've seen many times. So at this point, everybody, it is really great to be back. Missed you all. Appreciate everybody being on tonight. Looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Tell your friends, neighbors, and relatives to hop on. If you got train friends, let them know. We would love to hit 3,000 real quick. We're rounding the corner and rolling fast. And from Casey and I and Ray, thanks for being part of Rail Moments. Ray's holding things down at the studio. Casey's watching us from England. And Todd is high up there in Command Central, braving the thunder, the lightning, and the rain, making sure that he has all of us on track. And Todd, a special thank you to you, and a special thank you to everyone for being part of Rail Moments. We will see you at the next crossing.